We are so excited, very happy to welcome to the show actor and LA native. He is Dean Cain. Dean, it's really heartbreaking what's going on. Thank you so much for joining us. Could California change away from the failed Democrat leadership? Because more and more Hollywood stars are saying, get rid of Gavin Newsom, get rid of LA Mayor Karen Bass. Columnist George Will says there's going to be a political earthquake from what happened. What do you think?
I hope and pray they're all correct, Emac. I just think that it's ridiculous. I moved out of California a little over a year and a half ago for these very reasons. You could see all these terrible policies. You could see all this stuff happening. I've been talking about it forever. I was raised in Malibu, California. My entire life, over 50 years I spent there. And I love the state, but the policies drove me out. They're putting their emphasis on other places. They're not taking care of their people. And Bill Maher, who sometimes I agree with and sometimes I don't, is dead right on this. You know, you can have all this virtue signaling, you can say all these wonderful things that sound great until your house burns down. Until you have to deal with the red tape and bureaucracy of having to rebuild. And he makes such a great, cogent point, which is red tape, if you can get rid of it now, why is it there to begin with? It shouldn't be there. So California is over-regulation, horrible policies, horrible choices. And if they were football coaches, they're gone. You can't go lose a Super Bowl 56-0 and maintain your job. It's not going to happen.
They weren't watching the store. We're talking a lot of locals. They were not watching the store, period. If the CEO did this, they'd be fired. A petition, and now there's a petition to recall both Gavin Newsom and Mayor Karen Bass. That petition is growing. It asks, quote, have Californians had enough of the insanity of these Democrat fringe agendas, distorted priorities, causing environmental nightmares, wasting billions on rails to nowhere? Locals in California are saying now, and we want to know if you're hearing this too, can you just get back to the basic things like public safety, basic elementary stuff?
Oh, I'm hearing it left, right, and center. Remember, I just moved out of there a year and a half ago. My entire life is there. Everything, everybody I knew, all my friends, and I'm hearing it left, right, center. I'm hearing people say it who never said it before. Some people who are, I'm friends with people even if I don't agree with them, politically, unlike some other people. I don't care if we don't agree politically. If you're a good, wonderful person, you're nice to people, we can be friends. I mean, my brother-in-law's mom, whose house did not go up this time, but has been really close in the past, we might even have her on board at this point in time. So I hope that people can see this for what it is and change your representation. I mean, look no further than Rick Caruso, who I voted for mayor in this last election, over Karen Bass. He prepared and got a private firefighting force to take care of his mall in Pacific Palisades. It did not burn. That's called preparation. That's called leadership. And we need that in the governor's office and in the mayor's office.
Dean, we've got more news coming in on how Democrats botched it. And a Los Angeles crisis response team reporting to LA Mayor Karen Bass, it had hundreds of trained volunteers and nearly $1 million budget, stayed on the sidelines for a week as the worst fires ever raged through Los Angeles. And the LA Fire Department chief did confirm that more than 100 fire trucks, over half the Los Angeles fleet, were in need of repairs and commission, or need of repairs. They were out of commission due to these budget cuts. But you got California Governor Gavin Newsom and California Democrats focusing on spending $50 million to attack the Trump White House with lawsuits in court. What is happening there?
This is misplaced priorities. That's the sexy look. Look what we're doing. We're so cool, as opposed to maintaining our equipment, as opposed to having firefighters ready there to protect the people whom they were supposed to represent. Now, the firefighters and the first responders are amazing, absolute and total heroes, but they can't do it with one hand tied behind their back, a blindfold on, and locked in a cage, so to speak. I mean, they how much can you do? So they're amazing. They are heroes. I have story after story of heroic firefighters doing amazing things, and they've got to be exhausted. They've also got to feel like, their coach sent them out there with half a team, a third of a team, and hopefully people aren't taking this out on the firefighters and the first responders, who are amazing. It's your leadership. Get them out of office, put in some competent people, and then do the non-sexy stuff called protecting your constituents.
Dean Cain, you're terrific. We really appreciate you and are so thankful for you coming on the show. That was great insights there. Thank you, Dean, on what's going on with the LA wildfires. Good to see you.